What is up, you guys? Welcome back to Kenny Tarot YouTube channel. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing amazing, being safe out there. But we got another video for that ass. But before we get into that, I would like to give a special shout out, plural, to two comments from a previous video. The first one comes from S. I know who you are. You are a very active member of the community and the family, and I remember a lot of live streams and you used to be a part of them. Thank you so much for the support. And S says that they are an Aquarius Sun, a Pisces rising, Leo Moon, Capricorn Venus, and that they would like they like Libra and Sagittarius and Pisces, I'm assuming, as their partners. And as for Aquarius, not as partners though. If Earth, then Taurus, not Aries, Cancer, and Scorpion. Scorpio. Thank you for amazing readings and a really nice vibe and your authentic personality. Thank you so much for the comment. You know what's funny? You know, I have heard this to be a trend nowadays for some reason, that people love Aquariuses, but sometimes people don't like them as partners. And I don't know what the exact reason is to why. Everyone has their different reasons, but I just find that so interesting. So S pretty much said, you can be my friend, but anything other than that, don't even think about it. But either way, S, thank you so much for the support. And speaking of live streams, you guys, there may be one coming up. So I think I'm gonna announce it. I mean, I can't really make announcements because I don't really have access to make any type of post on any type of board on this YouTube channel. However, I'm probably just gonna announce it to you guys via a video, and yeah, we'll see. And the next comment comes from, I want to say Name or Nane. I don't know. But they say, okay, but I love your energy. You're legit my favorite tarot reader on YouTube, and you've never been wrong. I really love your readings and your accuracy. You deserve a medal. Plus, you're really swag. LOL. I got pile number 4, by the way. Check it. Thank you so much for the support and such kind words. I love seeing this comment. I mean, I can take a compliment. Absolutely. Trust me. I'm never going to deny a compliment. But more importantly, I love the fact that I see a lot of you guys always comment about my energy, because it's not necessarily because I'm an energy reader as well, but you guys are too. And the fact that if you vibe with my energy, that lets me know that you guys are in the right community, and it lets me know that I'm doing something right as well, as far as how I'm presenting myself and just who I am. And it just makes me feel more welcome to this type of spirituality field. So for the most part, I actually rock with you guys too, as far as the energetic level goes. Of course, there's one or two of you guys that I'm just like, but for the most part, the overwhelming majority, it's always vibes, and we're always on the same wavelength, and I thank you guys so much for that. All right, so with that being said, you guys, we got a new video for this for today. It's going to be something I'm excited for, actually. This video is for those people who, have you ever looked at somebody and be like, you know, I'm so happy for you, something good happened to them. You'd be like, oh, I'm so happy for you. And then you'd be thinking like, well, I'm happy for you, but I would be even more happy if that happened to me. Don't deny it. We all have those thoughts. It's not actually a bad thing. It's not to say that you're looking at them with envy and like, you know what? I wish that could have been me instead of you. But it's like, you deserve what you got too. But it's like, God, I see what you've done forever. What about me? That's what the energy is giving. So this video is entitled, When Is It Your Turn? Appropriately titled. So what this video is going to be divulging in is, we're going to be asking Spirit, when are you going to have that breakthrough? Now, the breakthroughs in specific is going to be very, unique to you guys. There's going to probably be a breakthrough in career for one pile, a breakthrough in career in love for another pile, or a breakthrough for some other things. But basically, it's really trying to pinpoint maybe a time frame or the factors that are needed in order for this to actually occur for you. I'm also going to do something that I don't typically do, which is, when it comes to timing, I usually don't like to really pressure spirit to really give us like a pinpointed, time frame to where you can look forward to, because it can always change. But that's what we're gonna do. That's exactly what we're gonna do. So I really had asked spirit, like, yo, I'm gonna do this for them. Hopefully you guys are feeling it. And I'm gonna pull out an extra card that will give you guys a time frame, whether it's in weeks, days, or years. But it should be quite accurate, and whatever the answer may be, please don't feel any type of way. It can always change. Time is always subjective. You can always change it, trust me. So with that being said, you guys, without further ado, please choose from these piles. We have pile number 1 with the black Tourmaline. We have pile number 2 with the, I almost said purple amethyst, with the amethyst. We also have pile number 3 with the green Aventurine, and pile number 4 with the clear quartz crystal. So with that being said, you guys, please choose what you got, and now with your eyes, and I will catch you at your reading. What is up, pile number 1? This is for those who pick the black Tourmaline stone. We're about to find out, when is it your turn? The cards that they gave us are the Strength card in reverse. We also have the Ace of Swords in reverse. We also have the Four of Swords. I really love this deck. We have number 16, Disruption. This is also the Tower card. Our least favorite word, patience. With number 2 here. Okay, we also have Recognition. You got the power. And we have these 2 cards that we'll get into later. All right. So pile number 1, it's kind of clear to me what's happening here, and also what the goal is, or what is it in specific do you want to be your turn, and I get it. It could be anything, but whatever it is, it's meant to bring you some type of fame, some type of public attention. You're absolutely, don't think different for any second. You're absolutely meant to be in the public eye, or in the on camera. You're meant to be seen. Anything that's in the background, that's not for you. You may feel comfortable to be in the background, but that's not what it's about. You are meant to be in front of the camera, or in front of people. It doesn't have to be performing or anything like that. It's just, the point is, when I look to whatever you're creating, I better see your face. Is what I'm saying, because that is the draw point. You're the talent, you're the product, something of that nature. But for some of you guys, it could absolutely be social media. It could also be maybe just a business that you have, or at the very least, it could be, maybe it's an existing career that you already have in a regular company or a place of establishment, and you're looking for promotion, or you're looking for to just climb up the ladder, the corporate ladder even. You are absolutely meant to be like some sort of the face of whatever this is. Because they keep showing me the same 2 images, which are the Star card, my favorite card, also the World card. And those 2 cards in combination with one another it's just fame. It's also in front of the public. So, with that being said, though, they do want to talk to you about some of the other things that are preventing that from actually happening, because this is something that's naturally going to happen, but they do want to bring your attention to some things that are preventing that from happening, okay? But in the end, we will get, some type of timing frame, and hopefully I can give you some type of boost. The first card that we have, let's begin. We have the Strength card in reverse. So this is absolutely speaking about courage. Once again, I think the reason why they said you're not meant to be in the background is because a lot of you guys feel very comfortable being in the background. Or, for example, if there is a, like something that you're writing, like if you're a writer and you write shows and things like that, it's going to be like on an Issa Rae level, in which she's writing, producing, and starring. You know what I mean? It's going to be like that. That's where it's supposed to be. Or, there's a lot of other actresses that do that. You know what I mean? But my point is, it's your face that is going to be the thing, or it's going to be you who are going to be selling this product, something of that nature. This could obviously also be influencer, but there is a lack of courage. There is some confidence issues here. It's almost as if people have never told you this about yourself. Like, you do have the star quality, the X factor, the it quality, whatever you want to call it. And maybe this is something that's never necessarily been reinforced to you, or maybe just something that you are just too much modest, or you just very modest to even believe or even consider. But it's the truth. It's just facts, and it's just the spiritual facts, because we are referring to who your soul is. Your soul is that person, and if it's not that person, this is also talking about maybe a past life in which you were kind of taught to really, dim your light or things like that, and your soul's absolutely taking this opportunity, this lifetime, to emphasize that no, I'm not supposed to be in the background. I'm not supposed to be in the shadows. I'm supposed to be in the spotlight in whatever way or form. So obviously that's a plethora of things. So this could be your big break, is what we're referring to. But there is a confidence. You got to have confidence, and that's something that has to be obvious amongst people. You may not necessarily have the most, followers on Instagram, but the point is, act like you have all the, that's what you have to do. It has to be to where, and they're saying this for a reason, because it's tied to your big break, because you doing that is going to bring attention, specifically to, I feel like, one person that's really going to give you like an opportunity. Ace of Swords. It's in reverse, it's the equivalent of saying that you don't necessarily think of yourself in this way. What I'm saying to you is completely foreign, and it shouldn't be. You got to get more comfortable with the idea that you are the star. And without getting it twisted to a narcissistic way, but more so that you deserve the spotlight as well. So the Ace of Swords is something that's not clicking. What's not clicking is the concept, the idea that you are meant to be the star. For a lot of others of you guys, there could be maybe one significant idea or one significant thing that you're going to be discovering that will put you ahead of everybody else in some way, shape, or form. And it seems to me it's something that you already know, or something that's around you, or something that you maybe disregarded, but it's something that you should pay attention to. But overall, there's a lack of acknowledgement that of what you're actually capable of and who you actually are. And that is truly going to be the key. Confidence is key for you. And also the courage as well. This is not, I feel like whatever you're doing or whatever you're trying to accomplish requires you to not be afraid. Maybe afraid to take chances even. I get that a lot of you guys could be doing something that you want what I'm describing, but Spirit is almost like, okay, but if you want that, then you're gonna have to change this, you're gonna have to do this. Like I feel like some of you guys, like for example, this example has nothing to do with me, but I'm just gonna use myself as an example. Like when I first started Candy Tarot YouTube channel, my previous channel, I only had my hands in there, you know what I mean? I only had my hands in there. And then afterwards, now you guys see me in my face, but this was always the plan. I always wanted to do it. I just didn't have the setup. But I feel like for a lot of other people, it's more so like, you guys are only gonna see my hands because I'm scared to show my face, or I'm scared to really put myself out there like that. And I think that could be applied to any, field or career or whatever desire that you want to have. So with that being said, the Four of Swords here is indicating that you guys may feel like you guys are in a break period or just a period of stasis where you feel like nothing's progressing. And I feel like for the most part, the breakthrough is going to happen with you. For the most part, meaning it's going to require you guys to really change this up a little bit. Do something in which you are presenting yourself in a more confident way, a more courageous way, putting yourself out there, going the extra step to make yourself known. For the most part, it all starts with you. And the other part is there is going to be somebody who I feel is going to see you. This person's coming across like a King of Swords individual. So the King of Swords individual is absolutely someone that you want on your team as far as business, as far as knowing how to make money. They know how to execute an idea to perfection. They're just very professional, and they're very all about, like, it's just money that I'm here for, is what this person is saying. And they see something that's marketable with you. And for others of you guys, it could just be that this is just someone who's at the top of the ladder or near the top of the ladder, who's going to see some type of potential within you and would like to, I was gonna say groom, but I don't really like that word. But basically that's what it is, really mold you into something more. But I feel as though this person is not going to really, it's like I think this person, if they do already know who you are, they see the potential, but they feel like you have yet to really come out of this shell or come out of the shadows. And that's necessary. So that's why I'm like, it's half you, and then the rest will be handled by this other individual. And that's when the breakthrough happens. So it's like you gotta break through for yourself first, and then this person will also help you get this big break. We have 16, disruption. This is the Tower card. This card means a lot for a lot of people in this pile because they're giving me so much messages and they're all not completely related to one another. I'm getting, like, for one, the most easiest interpretation will be that for a lot of you guys, your status currently is the result of possibly losing something else first. Something that Spirit and the universe thought that this was not the best of what you're capable of. You know what I mean? And so you had to kind of be put to level 1, round 0 even, in order for you to really take this part of yourself seriously, so that now you don't have any excuse but to focus on yourself, right? As you guys, I'm getting that there is going to be, and if anything, a complete and total overhaul of who you think you are, or who you are, like your perspective of who you are. There's going to be a complete overhaul, because it's like you spent your whole life thinking one thing about you, when in actuality it's this. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of that is coming from the fact that a lot of you guys may feel like you were meant to be in the background, when that was not the case. Maybe you guys grew up in environments in which you were made to feel that way, and that's simply not the case. So it's reprogramming that's also occurring here. It's something spiritual that is also happening here. There is, and once again, I do feel like your soul is wanting to break free from something that could have been an issue from other past lives, and that could also be repeating in this life. And I do believe that in order to combat it, it will mean having to get out your comfort zone and doing the exact opposite, which in this case is putting yourself out there, knowing that you're a star, knowing that you are someone who's really capable of also creating your own big break. We also have number 2, patience. The 2 also indicates that there's some type of partnership that you guys are going to be a part of that's going to assist you in this. But the patience card is something that we all hate to hear in spirituality, of course, but it's important because for you, it's like they're confirming it's going to happen just with time, of course. So there's no doubt that should ever come into your mind that whatever this big break is for you, it's going to happen. They're also saying that within this time, though, within this period, the stasis period, it's not a punishment. It's not a punishment. It's something for you to really reflect and really learn from and grow from. And it's also supposed to be enjoyable, believe it or not. So this patience card, it's saying that in due time, of course, but I also feel like it's when it comes to when will it be your turn, it's variable. Like it's something that it really has other factors that really depends. Like it depends on when you actually finally decide to believe that you are the star. And it also depends on when this partner could also finally, give you this opportunity, and maybe other things, that may not have nothing to do with you. So also keep that in mind. But the confirmation here to take away from is the fact that it will happen. Recognition. You and your accomplishments are receiving appreciation and honors. So I feel like for some of you guys have already been working towards this in some way, shape, or form. And the evidence is there. It may be not overwhelming, but you could be maybe doing something on social media and you have, a following of sorts, and you have a few comments here that kind of let you know, like, yo, you're doing the right thing, things like that. So I feel like there's evidence, regardless of how slow it's taking, to let you know that this is something that will become a reality in the way that you have envisioned it. But once again, there's going to be like a boom, like all of a sudden, boom. Like I get that for you. Like it's going to be a moment in which you're going to feel like, yo, I made it. But I feel like for the most part, it starts with you. And it also starts with you got to be consistent in whatever this is they're saying. You got to be consistent. There can't be many breaks in between. Granted, yes, you need to take your rest when that's necessary, but there can't be many breaks in between is what they're saying as well. So it's a constant effort that you have to do. And the natural law of the world, really, and the law of the universe is if you have consistent effort and dedicated effort, and you really the desire to really want whatever this is, it will naturally have to go your way. It's what Spirit is also saying, and they're obviously helping you as well. But just know that the period of the journey is pretty much what they also want you to know as well, that that's something that should be enjoyed. Now we also have You Got the Power, which is appropriate because once again, a lot of what's happening, a lot of that will contribute to your breakthrough is starting with you. And this is confidence as well. The card says use your abilities to resolve this situation. You can do it. And Spirit is once again coming through with encouragement for you, because it seems that that's something that you're lacking in doing this. If this is the video that's going to convince you that you need to really put yourself out there, that you really need to have determination and really believe that you can actually achieve this, then let this be. Let this be the message that triggers you to finally start thinking highly of yourself. Yeah, this person that's coming through, it's something. Spirit has your back, like for like I know that's a common phrase in spirituality, but the universe really is sending you this person to help you. This King of Swords individual. It's like it's a fated union. It's happening. This person, there's no way that this person will miss you. It's just a matter of time. You know, you guys will meet in this lifetime, and I do see a partnership that it'll be mutually beneficial because this person is looking to make money, and they've done this before. They know how it works, and they're not just going to invest their time and energy into anyone, especially someone who doesn't show any confidence. But they will eventually invest in you. All right. So the last two cards is going to be, I guess, the final message. You know, our final tea leaf card that we typically do. But before that, we're also going to be giving you maybe a card that's going to tell us a time frame as to when this is going to happen. Because like I said, a lot of it depends on you, but this is the current energy. And the card that we have, I forgot to tell you this too. Okay. Now, the way that we're going to do this when it comes to timing is minor arcana is the way that I normally do, or I normally depict timing. However, if it's a major arcana, there's nothing that there's no accurate timing I can really give you. It means there's other factors playing a part. And also the power could just be lying in the individuals in question. So for you, they did give us a major arcana, which is in fact the Tower card yet again. Can't make this up. Rebuild. So a lot of you guys, this is something brand new for a lot of you guys. For a lot of you guys, this is a complete overhaul from what you've been doing. And a lot of you guys, it's reprogramming your perspective about yourself as well. But this is all reliant on you, I feel. So the timing isn't necessarily something that I can really give you. And Spirit is not going to give me an accurate depiction of time for you, because there's so many other things. But I think the most important thing is the fact that the time is going to shift based off your confidence level and based off your acknowledgement that you are capable of doing this. I know a lot of you guys didn't want to hear that, but it needed to be said. And that's something that they've already been saying, and now they're just reiterating it. Yeah. final message that we have is temporary situation. Once again, whatever this goal is for you, like I said, it has to do with being in front of the public in some way, shape, or form. I'm also giving like celebrity star. It will also be one of the results of whatever the hell it is you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure that that's not maybe your main goal, like just to be a celebrity. It's just whatever that you're doing will make you a celebrity, will make you a public figure of sorts. But currently you guys don't feel that way, and currently that's not what's happening. But it will. This is just temporary. This is meant to really establish the groundwork for what's to come. So you got to look at it from that point of view. And it's also just to say, this is where, because this is going to be like a public and celebrities are not necessarily known for their humility a lot of the times. This is what we're trying to build for you is that groundwork, so that you can stay grounded, you can stay humble, and stay grateful, stay within that energy. Because you remember at one point where you maybe had nothing. So before Spirit is almost like, before we get you into this world, we have to make sure that you remember who you are. Remember where you came from. Remember that part of it. Because if he just gave it to you, they're almost telling me like it's going to have a twisted effect on you. So be considerate on yourself about that. Just know that this is coming, and once again, it's star quality. It's public figure with this pile in whatever way, in whatever field or career that you may be. It's something that's very public, I feel. So, pile number 1. You can do it. That's what Spirit keeps saying. You can do it. But you have to believe in yourself first and foremost. So, I hope that you enjoyed this. And thank you so much for joining me. And if you feel so inclined, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But other than that, I will catch you guys next time. What is up, pile number 2? This is for those who pick the Amethyst stone. We're about to find out, when is it your turn? The cards that they gave us are the 3 of Cups in reverse, the 5 of Swords in reverse. I'm holding these all up for to make a point, and also the Tower card in reverse. Now, what's funny is that as I laid these cards out, I only laid these 3 cards out and they were already speaking to me. And I was like, yo, it feels like a divorce. Especially a divorce like from infidelity or something of that nature. And it's almost like as if like everyone gets what they want out of love, but why is it that I'm the victim of love? You know what I mean? And then look what Spirit did. The first card they gave after that was the Ace of Cups. That's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. Wow. We have number 7, personal growth. We have birth. We have spring. Looks like Spirit wasted no time giving you a time frame. And we also have these 2 cards that we'll get into later. So, pile number 2. Duh, this is about love. It's going to be an absolute a breakthrough in love, finally. That's why I'm hearing from you guys. Finally. Love has not been the easiest for you. It has not been the most enjoyable experience. And when you look back in past relationship, it has not been the most enjoyable. Or this could just be one very significant. If it's not a marriage, it's like a very long-term relationship, you know. And betrayal. Betrayal. And I also feel like it was a very nasty split, I feel, for a lot of you guys. And either way, whether you have a specific ex in mind or not, it's referring to your overall disdain for love and just the process of acquiring a mate or just someone who you feel is right for you. It's just been an unenjoyable process for you. But the universe did not forget about you, okay? Let's begin. So we have the Three of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I feel like with you guys, it may not also just be love. It could literally just be with just friends and just people in general. I almost feel like you have not, if it's not love, it's definitely in the sense of, or romantic love, I should say. If it's not romantic love, it's something of the sense where you haven't found your tribe yet. You have not found the people who truly connect with you on a soul level. And it's really all that you've been wanting, really. I think you do desire connections and specifically those that I'm seeing for a lot of you guys reciprocate the same type of energy. Mutually beneficial relationship, which should always be the goal. And I feel like a lot of you guys are manifesting this. And it's like, you don't see it anywhere. You don't see it. You don't feel it. Like, there's no signs that will tell you that this is coming. And that's unfortunate, but that's just the way the universe has it right now, because there is something else they want you to learn at this very moment. And we're going to get to that. But yeah, the Three of Cups indicates, a lot of times it's referred to as a third party card, especially in reverse. For a lot of you guys, there's been a relationship that was not necessarily respected like you respected it. There was an involvement of someone else, such as infidelity. For a lot of you guys with the Five of Swords here, this is my divorce card. I always refer to this card as divorce. There's many other cards I could refer to divorce, like the Tower card that we're about to get into later. But this is also my divorce card. This is about winning at all costs. This is about one person in the... It's like there's a song that's coming that they're playing in my head, and it's called by Tourmaline, who I love Tourmaline, called Fair. And the song is stating, is it fair that you moved on, but I'm still here, suffering, pretty much. You know what I mean? Like, it feels as though that the person involved with you of the past can easily just maneuver through love, and it does make you a little bit bitter. And which is something, it's a type of energy that we shouldn't be in, but it's a human emotion. Absolutely. So a lot of you guys don't feel like you were treated fairly when it comes to love, when it just comes to people in general, when it comes to forming connections and relationships. And the universe heard you. But you also have to know that I'm not going to say it happened for a reason. I'm not going to say that. But what I will say is there is something to take from this with the Tower card in reverse. I will say that when it comes to you, your soul, and when it comes to who you are as an individual, we needed to trigger something. This is what your spirit team is saying. We needed to trigger something. We needed to make sure that you are someone who knows that you're of high value. You know what you bring to the table when it comes to love, relationships, or friendships. You know that. And you should also view it as such. Like, not everyone should be deserving of your love and your friendship or your affection. Not everyone's deserving of that. We're not just handing it out like samples at Costco. No. This is something that you have to earn, and this is the mind frame. This is very Empress level as well. And that's what they're showing me. Empress level. Like, you really have to view yourself in such high regards to where not anyone, this is boundaries as well. You need to learn boundaries as well. Discernment. Because this is how you're going to navigate through life when it comes to being social. The sociable beings that we are. This is how you're going to learn to navigate. They're not saying that, oh, well, you deserve what happened to you now. But they're saying, okay, when life gives you lemon, blah, 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 make it to lemonade. Basically, look at this situation and see what you can learn from it, what you can gain from it. And for you, it's really gaining a higher perspective of who you are. Once again, what you bring to the table when it comes to friendships, when it comes to romantic partners, it's of high tier, high quality. It's a high caliber. I think everyone knows that. The issue is that we now have to regard it as such. Meaning, we have to protect it. If you feel like there's somebody's off and they don't deserve your time or your energy, then so be it. And I'm not apologizing for that. And what that's going to do is really shift who the type of people that you attract. People who also have high caliber type of energy. The Ace of Cups. You know, for you, I would say this. The breakthrough is going to be you are going to really have an increase of love for yourself. This is also self-love that we're trying to, like, that was in a sense a catalyst. Whatever situation that you dealt with, or wherever the accumulation of situations that you dealt with, it was supposed to be. You can now see it as a catalyst for a new growth, new level of self-love, appreciation even, that is going to be achieved because of this. And that is going to bring about someone else and bring about other groups of people who are truly on your level vibrationally. Okay, yeah, let's do it. We're going to see who this person is. If this is a person of romantic quality, which I do feel like for the most part it is for a lot of you guys. For others of you guys, it could just be the type of group of people that will be coming in next. A group of friends even. Because people, y'all swear I don't like love. But if I see it, if I sense it, if I sense that there's something else that can additionally be said, I will absolutely expand on it. And because I'm nosy, of course. King of Wands. And we also have the Judgment card. So absolutely, you're going through like a rebirth of sorts. A rebirth. The Phoenix. That's what you are. Everything that you've been through, yeah, it was tough. And a lot of the times, you may feel like you lost hope in maybe just love or just people in general. You maybe became like a misanthrope, but you're getting out of this, absolutely. And you're getting out of this by way of loving your own self. Because they keep showing the Empress, which means goddess energy, which is what you should view yourself as. We're talking about high tier, high quality type of energy. The love that you give, what you offer when it comes to friendships and when it comes to love, it's sought over from a lot of people. And there's been times where people abused it and took it for granted. But it's now time to really regard it as such and protect it as well. But you're coming out of that much stronger. Brand new person, really. This is the person that's coming in next, though. The King of Wands. Love the King of Wands. King of Wands, just charismatic, vibrant, creative, a visionary, innovative, funny. This is very charming and absolutely attractive physically, and a lot of people think they're attractive. This is really someone who likes to be the star of the show. They have that type of personality, very showmanship type of personality, but they can back it up. They have the wit, they have the once again the creative capabilities, the finesse. Very much, they give off player vibe, but they're not a player. They just look like one and maybe can talk like one, but they're not a player. Yeah, it's what you deserve. Absolutely. So let's move on from that digression and let's go to the next card. Number 7, personal growth. Yeah. This is evolution that's happening for you. You're evolving. It looks like you were once, when it comes to the court cards, people may have different ideas or views, but my perspective is that each queen or each king can ascend to godhood, which is empress and emperor. And in your case, this is queen energy, but you're ascending to godhood, which is empress energy. Okay, they keep showing me empress, so no matter if you're a male or a female or non-binary, that's the energy that they're giving me. It's just feminine energy of the highest caliber. Beauty, emotional capabilities, psychic intuition, psychic awareness even, self-love, abundance. Like, that's what the Empress is for, and that's what you're going to embody, and that's what you're going to eventually attract. So you're currently going through a cocoon stage, if you will. But it's absolutely necessary, and I think you're mature enough to know that this is a necessary process. But the ace is here, which means that the prospect of new loves and new relationships it's not too far away from you. Sorry about that airplane. Now we also have birth. Whenever this card comes out, usually it's one of two interpretation. One of which is, oh, well, this could be a birth of a new project or a birth of a new endeavor. Not you, though. There is a child here. There's a child here. Yeah, there's a child here for you. When I say child here, I mean like it's the energy of the child is already here. Even if this child isn't born yet, there's an energy for you to become a parent. That's very, very strong. Like, the child feels like, I'm gonna be honest, the child feels like a little girl. I know people like to say, oh, my child's gifted. No, this is like psychic baby or a crystal child, like one of those one of those children or one of those kids. Very emotionally intelligent. This is about to become like a who's your future baby reading. No, but very emotionally intelligent, very mature in that way. They're going to be the true embodiment of love personified. Very sweet child. Coming fast, actually. This child's not too far away before they come into this world. And I believe that could be the result of the connection that you're going to have with this King of Wands individual. Wow. Wow. Now, usually they don't give me messages like that all the time, but it seems as though you've worked hard. Spirit's like, okay, we gotta give them something that can feel. Yeah, it's a child here. Very sweet, like an angel baby. Even I want to protect her. We have spring. Now, as you know, we're in the spring season as we speak. So once again, it's indicating that it's not too far away, regardless. The energy for this to already happen, it's already present. You know what I mean? The energy's ripe. You've done the work. You've done the inner work. It's ripe for this to happen. We have the Ace here, and we also have spring. I don't know where you guys are in the world, but here in the States, it's currently spring. So regardless if it's not spring where you're at, the Ace is here, which also indicates a new beginning. So the new beginning, number one, it's current energy. It's the now. All right, so let's get into the last two cards. I don't think we need to, but we're going to do it anyways. So the first card that we have is going to be a timing frame, and how we're going to do it is that we're mostly going to read for the minor arcana. The minor arcana is going to give us like the timing frame as far as days and weeks, or maybe even years. But if it's a major arcana, that can mean there's fate that's involved. There's other factors, whether it's by the individuals or other parties that are involved, that are playing a part as well. So there isn't necessarily a time frame that Spirit can give you, because it'll be solely dependent on those factors aligning, right? So let's see what do we have. I don't know what it is, because this is our first time too. This is the Three of Cups. Share the love. So, at the latest, 3 months is when there should be a person around you who's going to represent like the King of Wands, or just people in general who are going to absolutely share the same type of energy of love that you give. At the latest 3 months. 3 months. I said 3 months. At the latest 3 months for you. This is, like I said, it's very current. It's like very now. 3 months at the latest. There's going to be new people in your life. And I do believe you're going to meet this King of Wands individual that showed up today. And if you look at the card, they're actually mending a broken heart, which is yours. They're mending it. They're mending it. Wow. We started off with the Three of Cups in reverse, and now we got it in the upright. But then again, I don't read these cards in reverse anyways, but the point is, it's now in the upright. What's also funny, I never noticed, but there is a couple in the back. as well. So this is really referring to your romantic connection. No later than 3 months, you'll know who this person is. Wow. The last card that we have, which is just a bonus message for you from Spirit. Financial pinch. Now that is a curveball for that ass. First of all, the person that's coming through is a soulmate for sure. There is a familiarity that's going to be with this person. I'm not sure what that is. It could have to do that you guys have similar financial backgrounds or maybe a similar career. There's something that you guys will connect on, and it has to do with finances or a career. And I do believe it could also be maybe you guys have similar upbringing, like maybe humble beginnings, and now look at us, but it's something of that nature. You guys will have something to connect on when it comes to finances, when it comes to career, or maybe this could be where you meet all these new people with a new career or a new business endeavor or a new bump in financial status. So more things to look forward to, pile number 2. This is absolutely amazing. One of my favorite readings of all time. Of all time. So I hope that you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for joining me in this reading. If you feel so inclined, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But other than that, I will catch you guys next time. Bye. What is up, pile number 3? This is for those who picked the green Aventurine stone. We're about to find out, when is it your turn? The cards that they gave us are 8 of Pentacles, Seven of Wands in reverse, Wheel of Fortune. We also have number 3, recognition and reward. This is also the 3 of Wands. Actually, I'm sorry. This is the 3 of Pentacles. Sorry. 3 of Pentacles. Number 5, change. We have journaling. And Spirit was actually kind enough to give you a card that represents the timing, which is winter. And we also have these 2 cards that we'll get into later. All right, so interesting. So pile number 3. It's like with you, we're talking about work. We're talking about career here. We're talking about your craft. And they use the word craft because for you, this is your talent. Whatever this is, this is what you're good at. And this is something that you've been putting effort and energy into for a very long time. The thing with you is like, it's almost as if it feels very creative. It feels absolutely, for some of you guys, very niche. For some of you guys, it's like out of the box. For some of you guys, it's like something that's probably never been done before. Maybe it's so out of the box to where a lot of people don't get it. Which, it's like, if a lot of people don't get it, there's going to be people that do. It's the message to take away from that. So for you specifically, there's a message that they really want me to emphasize, is that your task is going to be having to block out what a lot of people are saying. Because what you're doing and how you're doing it, it's very much new age, it's very progressive, versus the old age where we just clock in a 9-to-5 job to a job that we hate, and then go to sleep and then do it again. That's very old age, and that's a lot. I have family. I mean, I have an African parent, so that's that's just going to be. In most foreign parents, that's just how it is as well. But for the most part, that's just how the world view things. So it's like whatever career that you have, sometimes people find it hard to see the value in it or see the potential of what it could come monetarily. But that's not the point. The point is you have to see that. You have to believe that. The breakthrough is going to be some physical evidence, that you are on the right path. This could be by way of I don't know why they're saying brand deal. That's a thing for social media people out there, like brand deals or some type of recognition or some type of job approval. Application is approved, something like that. Or when you may get like a shout out from like some big time person who is going to give you the clout that you need and deserve. But my point is, there's going to be some physical evidence, something tangible, something that you can see and feel that's going to happen. That is going to give you the confirmation, like, yo, I am where I'm supposed to be at. And from that point on, it will just progress. Let's begin. Eight of Pentacles. It's been a journey, they're saying. It's been a journey. Whatever this is, you guys, I'm convinced, have been working on this for a very long time. And the progression has not necessarily been the most fastest for you. But you are grateful that that you've taken this path. Because although there may have been easier path, it would have ultimately ended up with you not being as happy as you could have been. So it's like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Like, you have it in your mind like you're doing the right thing. This is your craft. You're talented in this. And I get that whatever this is, people view you as like a novice. So for example, it could be like somebody who just graduated. But it's like, yes, my credentials may say, yes, my resume may say, I just graduated this year, but I was born to do this. So this is what Spirit's saying. Your talent it's better than those who are actually qualified for those positions in which requires like 8 years of experience. It's like you just don't have the written experience, but the point is your knowledge, your innate ability and talent is that of experience years beyond. But of course, that's not something that you can write on paper and get a job, unfortunately. You can say that in an interview and I think you can prove yourself for sure. But they would have to book you for the interview first, which is the hardest part. But Spirit's confirming to you that whatever you're currently putting energy into, whatever you're working towards, you are made to do this. You are more than capable of doing this. I ain't trying to get too deep, but it could have to do with a lot of past lives. You've accumulated skills from past lives that would make you fit for this and better than a lot of people who've been doing it, who already secured a job and been doing that for decades even. The point is, you are absolutely on this journey, and it's been tough, it's been turbulent. I do feel like it's more calmer now, and I feel like you guys are a little bit more you're riding the wave, you're riding the flow, and with hopes of it actually landing in a destination that you really want. But the point is, you're talented in this. For a lot of you guys, this may be like very creative, very like niche, like just very unusual to a lot of people, which makes it even better actually. Because not a lot of people, you'll be like the first to do something if that's the case. Or one of the first, one of the pioneers. But regardless, the Eight of Pentacles is confirming that this is a career breakthrough that you're going to be experiencing. But it's also saying that this is something that you're absolutely talented in. This is a talent that you already had, regardless of any degree or experience. Seven of Wands in reverse. This is the biggest issue for you. Is the chatter. Like, it's like you can be on such a smooth flow to your destination. Because even though it may be going, it may feel like you're stuck, you're actually going. It just may not be as fast as you would like. You're still going towards the goal. And the only time that it gets hard to deal with for you is when people start talking that mess. Like,
oh, what can you do with that degree? When are we going to get a real job?
Like that type of talk. That's like when you feel you're most defeated. But that's going to be your task. You're going to have to block that. You're going to have to block it out and just listen to what Spirit is saying, your intuition is saying, and keep your eyes on the goal. The breakthrough will happen very unexpectedly with the Wheel of Fortune here. This card represents change as well. Like, one day it's like this, then the next day it's like this. That's the example that they give me. But the point is, it's going to happen very unexpectedly and in a very big and profound way. People are not going to believe that you've made it to this point. You know, and people are not going to believe that you booked this job. Like, people are not going to believe this. This is going to be the moment where you, even though you shouldn't say it, but you can say, I told you so. I knew it was going to happen. You guys didn't believe in me, but I knew it was going to happen. So for you, your biggest asset to this journey, because to be honest, this card could also indicate that there isn't a clear timing, even though they did give us some indication of time, but there may not be like a clear timing. But the point is, it will happen. Even if you know the area of months that it may happen, you're still not going to know exactly when it's going to happen. That goes for anyone. But for you, it's really going to happen like, yo, I did not see this coming at all. There won't be any clues, physical clues. This is all going to be hidden to you. But your biggest asset is going to be having to really block out anybody's chatter. You don't have to do it in a rude way. Just be like, okay, well, thank you for your consideration. But I'll be doing it my way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's you're gonna have to really focus on the goal, really listen to your heart and your intuition. Like, that's what you're gonna have to do. Because it's going to happen out of nowhere. And it's really going to be magical. We have number 3. This is 3 of Pentacles. This is recognition and reward. Pile number 3, I love you. You know why? It's because it's just like, this journey has not been the easiest. And I think a lot of people in this position, or who's going through a lot of the painstakingly slow time that it's taking to get to the point that you want to go. A lot of people who would be in this situation would be very, I'm feeling like very, I mean, they've been frustrating time, of course, but very just angry, or just very ungrateful, and very not really enjoying the journey. Like, there are some still things to be enjoyed, but for you, I feel like you're doing exactly that. You're doing you have gratitude, even amongst when you don't see the result of your hard work. There's still gratitude. There's still just an unwavering faith that you have within yourself, and also the universe and your spirit team. I see that. I feel that. And it's only a time, there's this moments of weakness where people get into your ear and stuff like that. But it's just a test. You're going to have something happen where it's going to be very indicative that you are you are doing what you're supposed to do, and that you are absolutely favored and blessed. You're going to be absolutely overwhelmed with joy and gratitude when this happens for you. It's because it's like, for you, it's like, yo, this is it. This is what I've been waiting for. I do see that there could be other people involved in whatever this is. This could be like some type of collaborative type of endeavor or project, or you could be working with a team with this, but there's other people involved for sure. This will be the breakthrough, they're saying. This will be the breakthrough, because once this happens, the trajectory won't be as slow anymore. It's to the stars, they said. So keep that energy, keep that gratitude, and they say keep the love, but also just keep the optimism, and just, there's still things to enjoy on this journey regardless, right? Change. It's huge transformative change that's going to be happening for you. This is what this also means. This also means change, the Wheel of Fortune. And once again, it's going to be very significant. This breakthrough is very significant to where you can't help but realize that this is the breakthrough that you've been waiting for. You know that from this point on, there's no going back, because it's only up from here. So a lot of things that are happening, they're saying that there's a lot of change that's already happening. It may happen very subtly or in increments, small increments, to where you may find it to be insignificant. This could be like, if you're on social media, you may have seen like your followers going up and up. They may be like, one day there's one follower, 2 days another follower. Like, the point is, it's very subtle before the big boom happens. But it's a lot of change happening behind the scenes, behind, in the 5D. The 5D is, you're at it. You're at the top of your game. And the only bad thing about the 3D is the fact that things take a lot of, 3D is very slow for material to materialize, So whatever this change is, whatever this thing is for you, it's very, very big. And it is taking some time to manifest. But like I said, it's a lot happening behind the scenes. You just don't see it. But I think you know it, and I think you believe that already. We have journaling. Now, you don't have to be a writer of sorts, even though you could be. But this is just referring to the creative aspect of whatever it is that you're doing. You could also be doing something that everyone else is doing as well, but there's something about how you're doing it that's very innovative, and that will set you apart. Once again, they're saying that you come across as the novice, the new kid in whatever this field is. So this could be like newly graduated, or maybe you have lack of experience on your resume. But once again, it's one of those things where a documentation, years of experience will not get you the full picture. You are absolutely made for this. You're really talented in whatever this is. And once again, your talent surpasses a lot of people who do have those years of experience. But it's just about people giving you the chance to show that, right? There's going to be, I see at least 2 people. Maybe these 2 people are going to be the one that's going to interview you, but it could be like 2 people who you're going to be in partners with, but they are going to believe in you, absolutely. And it's almost like you already got the job, but they just want you to, they're just doing this interview because that's the, you know, that's the normal procedure. But yeah, it's speaking about the creative aspect of what you're doing. And just because it's creative does not mean it can't be successful or make you a significant amount of, or have a huge salary, you know. Yeah. It's just consistently writing about your feelings and activities stirs creative ideas and builds your confidence as a writer. This could also be speaking about those of you guys who are into journaling as far as a manifestation technique. This is absolutely going to be a result of that as well. But the basic interpretation is, yes, this could be referring to a journaling career of sorts, or a, you know, maybe it's going to be a job from a very huge publication or news anchor. I don't know. I'm not a journalist, but I'm somewhat familiar. But overall, once again, it's referring to the creative aspect of this, and to not lose that and not to disregard it. Just because it's creative does not mean it's not something that you should be doing, especially as a career. Spirit gave you a time frame, which is winter. Which, if you think about it, this year is going by super fast. Like, May is around the corner. So we are almost there anyways. But then again, time can always change. That could be it could be later, but it could also be sooner. Once again, they're indicating that a lot is happening behind the scenes. A lot that you don't see is happening. I also feel like for some of you guys, some people have their eye on you already. They're just not saying anything. They're just keeping a watch on you. If you have something like that's public, or maybe this could be the equivalent of them keeping your application on file for other positions that may be available in the future. So once again, this is them encouraging you to continue to do what you do, continue to have that spirit that you have, that belief and that faith, and continue to block out anybody that has anything to say that doesn't align to that. Yeah, this is fated to happen for you anyways. All right. So pile number 3, let's get to these last 2 cards. We're gonna get like maybe a more clear timing for you with this next card. Now, the way it's going to be done is that we're really judging based off the minor arcanas. The minor arcanas is capable of giving some type of timing as far as weeks, or as far as days, weeks, or even years or months. However, if it's a major arcana, that is it's fuzzier. It's not something that Spirit can really give you a timing on. That just means that there's a lot of other factors that are playing a part, and it may be other things that needs to happen before this happens. You know what I mean? So let's go. The card that we have is Challenging Times. This is the 5 of Wands. So 5 of Wands is actually one of the quicker energy. I believe Swords should be, people go back and forth, but this is how I interpret it. Swords is the fastest, and then Wands would be the next one after that. So for this one, I really get like weeks. For this one, this is like 5 weeks. So it could be any time from as soon as 5 weeks that you'll start to see the results, or you'll get this breakthrough. But the winter card is obviously here to let you know. I do believe it's going to happen this year for you, but it could absolutely happen as soon as 5 weeks. But the latest, the winter time. That's like a broad window, isn't it? But luckily for you, they also gave us a card here that is going to give us a month as well. Let's see what they have. April. Now we're in April right now. So for a lot of you guys, there could be a lot of people who are watching this. So for some of you guys, it could be this month. For a lot of you guys, it could be within the next 5 weeks. For others of you guys, it could be the winter time or something along with somewhere in between that. But overall, I'm getting this year for you. And once again, this is something big. So to get this year as the overall umbrella, it's still pretty soon. But it's not your job to worry about timing anyways. I think you know that. Just enjoy the ride. Because you already know it's confirmed that it's happening. But in case you were curious, for some of you guys, it is going to be sometime this month. If not, it could be like the 5th month, which is May, or it could be 5 weeks. It could also be 5 weeks within winter. Or it could just be winter in general. So you'll know, depending on the amount of work and effort that you put into whatever this is for you, whatever career or field that you put into. So yeah, pile number 3. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I hope that you did too. Thank you so much for joining. If you feel so inclined, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But other than that, I will catch you guys next time. Bye. What is up, pile number 4? This is for those who pick the clear quartz crystal. We're about to find out, when is it your turn? The cards that they gave us are the 9 of Pentacles. I love this depiction of 9 of Pentacles. Like a peacock, right? 9 of Pentacles. We also have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. We also have the Princess of Pentacles. So all Pentacles. The Lover's card, number 6. This is harmony. Number 6 again, love. We also have gratitude. We also have flower power. I actually do not like this card, but I know why they threw this card for you. We'll get to that later. And we also have these last 2 cards that we'll get into later. So what's funny with this pile, it's either 1 or 2 things, or maybe even both. I'm getting, well, I think overall it's the lifestyle. A lifestyle in which you probably are wealthy and rich or successful, and you are with the love of your life. I'm getting a combination of both. Maybe this is what you dream about when you say, when is it going to happen for me, and when it's going to happen to me. It's both for a lot of you guys. For others of you guys, it could just either be one or the other. I feel like for a lot of you guys, it could happen one after the other too, like a domino effect, or one could be connected with the other. It's money and love here that's intertwined somehow. And that could simply just be that you're going to find success in doing something that you love. But I think it's a little bit more bigger than that. I do believe that for a lot of you guys, your turn, as the title says, is defined by both success or just wealth and living a very comfortable life, as well as having the love of your life. It's a balance of both. So, y'all greedy. Let's get it. That's exactly how you should be, actually. When we manifest, and I know you've probably heard this before, when you manifest, you put everything down, especially if you're journaling and you maybe want to, there's a type of partner that you want, you put everything down. And that goes also for like career as well, or the type of lifestyle you want, you put everything down. And I feel like with you, the universe responded and it's granting that. Now when is it happening? We'll see. But the point is, it's granted. So once again, it's, for a lot of you guys, it could be either one, whether it's I feel like overall it's the lifestyle that you want. A very free lifestyle that's very enjoyable, something that you can really indulge in, whether it's in money and nice things and lavish things, but also indulge in love as well, romantic love. A very enjoyable, comfortable life. It's like I'm tired of, struggling, or I'm tired of living like this. You won't have to say that for too long, but we'll see. I just feel like it's not too long, but at the same time, the point is, it's been granted, is what Spirit is saying. It's been granted. But let's begin. 9 of Pentacles. I love 9 of Pentacles. This is, for some of you guys, this is even a business of your own, self-employment. This is success. And because a lot of times this represents someone single as well. So for a lot of you guys, in order for this to be achieved, there's going to be a moment in time where you are by yourself, whether it's in career or whether it's in love. And there's going to be a very transformative type of change that's going to happen. But the reason why it's going to happen is because this is what you're attracting. You got to a place in your own energy space where you're no longer chasing for anything. You're attracting it now. This comes with a very high level of self-esteem, a high level of self-perspective, confidence as well, and a high level of love for self. This also comes with the feeling that even though I don't necessarily see all the success that I'm going to achieve, I still live that way. I still think that way, which is a key part in manifestation as well. Problem number 3, I almost feel like you probably, maybe without even knowing, you've kind of achieved, or at least you're going to achieve, a level of manifestation that a lot of people have yet to master. But I don't even think you're going to do it in a way where it's like very consciously like, okay, I'm gonna write this down and I'm gonna, do all these rituals. I don't see it that way. I just see that for you, it's like your way of living, your way of believing, like that's how it's going to come about. Like it's a matter of, some people call it fake it till you make it, but it's like, it's not necessarily faking it, because this is something that you already have confirmed for yourself that it's happening, and the universe is like, yep, it's happening. But it's transformative. Like what you believe and what you do, especially when it comes to your perspective and how you navigate through life in such a very, maybe even outlandish way, is helping you bring about the things that you want from this life. They're saying like that is the key. It's really the attitude, it's really the energy that you give off. Because once again, it's about, they're almost saying like, it doesn't mean that you can't try to like apply for things if that's what you're looking to, but it's more, I'm getting the energy like, I'm done chasing. Like, I'm now attracting what I want. And that's like, believe it or not, that's high level mastery, high level of a spiritual concept that a lot of people can't understand or don't understand. Because in a way, it still shows your complete trust and faith in the universe. And the universe is really going to respond to that. Now we have 3 of Pentacles in reverse. For a lot of you guys, I just feel like it could be self-employment for a lot of you guys, because I don't necessarily see the need for other people involved. Yeah, I don't like. I'm getting self-employment, or there's going to be a way for you to really make an opportunity out of thin air. Like, I almost feel like the breakthrough will happen by way of something that you just decide to do. Like, you're making your own breakthrough for a lot of you guys. You are absolutely, yeah, they're showing me the 8 of Pentacles, oh, not 8 of Pentacles, I'm sorry. The Queen of Pentacles, which it's the type of energy, the type of archetype where people should have it easier to gain material wealth, material things. It's that type of energy where, once again, we're attracting, not necessarily going after it like maybe like King of Wands or King of Pentacles, but it's more so like I'm attracting it. And once again, I do see self-employment for a lot of you guys, and if you are in a self-employment type of thing, this is absolutely encouragement to keep doing it. Not to say that, I don't feel like I need to say that, because I feel like you guys are very confident in that. Keep doing that. Absolutely. There is going to, you know, it's eventually going to go your way. If by your way, I mean, I'm seeing like a 10 of Pentacles type of lifestyle. Like wealth, longevity, wealth. So for those of you guys who are also here for love, I just feel like it's one of those cases where, once again, I feel like you guys are going to be alone for a quite of time, but it's not something where you feel like it's torture. You know what I mean? It's not torture. Like, for you, it's like, I'm happy. I can be alone. Like, I may be alone, but I'm not lonely. And I know how to enjoy my own space, my own energy. I know how to have a good time with my own energy. Doesn't mean you don't have friends, but I'm talking about like a romantic partner, like single. Like, I feel like there's going to be a lot of time spent that way. And you're going, in that process, you're going to really develop such a high vibration that the universe has no other choice but to respond in such a positive way in your favor. And I feel like a lot of other things are going to be going well in your favor, and love is just going to trickle in as well. We have Princess of Pentacles, and I love this in reverse because for me, it comes across as like a rebel, like somebody doing something different, march to the beat of their own drum. You are absolutely not someone who is meant to follow the crowd. You're not someone who is meant to do what everyone else does. Okay, I'm gonna say that. So for some of you guys, there could be, like, your next partner could be very well off. So you would be like a partner who benefits from that as well, without actually having to, work. The work in life is not for everyone, and that's okay. But this union that's going to come about, it's like it's very unorthodox in a way that maybe society has taught that, and maybe, and I personally believe this as well, that if there should be as many incomes going into the house as possible, if that's possible. But there's nothing wrong with this as well, as long as it's healthy and it's balanced. But I do believe that it's your rebellious nature in a sense, because you're doing something that's different than what most people are doing, and that could just be just how you live your life, or how you perceive yourself, or maybe just how you view. I do feel like some of you guys are very aware of manifestation techniques, and I think that could be part of what's happening here. But I just feel like a lot of people may find you to be immature. A lot of people may find you to be like, oh, like when will you grow up? But this is going to teach other people how, like, this may not be your point, but this will teach other people how. Like, I feel they're saying like the world, what is it? What's the saying? It's in the oysters. What is it? The world's your oyster. There. The world's your oyster. Like, you have the world as well in your palm of your hand as well. Yeah. This is meant to be a life that you enjoy this time around. But I do believe that it's going to be like a period in which you are like alone for a long period of time, but you're going to enjoy it. This could be met by you're going to be traveling and things like that, just really enjoying life, and that is going to attract more things to enjoy and more people to enjoy. Now we have the Lover's card. This is number 6, Harmony. This is also speaking about balance. They said beautiful chaos. I don't know what that means, but I guess I can interpret it because I am that type of person, to get analytical to analyze it. But I feel like you're doing. It's almost feel like in society's term, you're doing all the wrong things in society's term, but you're getting all the right things, if that makes sense. But it's not wrong at all, actually. It's actually quite advanced. In this lifetime, you will have a very balanced life where you'll have an amazing relationship to enjoy, a romantic relationship, as well as an amazing lifestyle. Like, everything will be in balance the way that you want. It's fated for you. Because once again, in this lifetime, you are meant to enjoy it. Now, we also have this card, which is the Love card. It doesn't mean that you're not going to experience any heartache or any challenges, because I feel like some of you guys have, and some of you guys could even that could be the result as to why I feel like some of you guys are going to go through a period where you guys are going to be like either alone or single for some time. And that's meant to strengthen you and really trigger this a little bit. But overall, I do feel like this is also representative of the love of oneself. So I feel like the breakthrough, or when it's your turn, it's going to really happen by way of you just deciding and declaring that it is my turn. It will always be my turn. Every day, every day in your life, this is what you are saying to yourself. Not maybe literally, but that's the idea, is what Spirit is saying. It will always be my turn. It's like, it's never not my turn, you know what I mean? But there's absolutely a significant relationship that you're going to experience. Let me see if I can quickly get something out of that. see who this person is. Well, you're manifesting it, absolutely. I think you guys are actually you're consciously manifesting that. And the thing about you as well, you are absolutely selective. Like, it's really, it's giving off royalty. Like, and people may be like, where do you come off? And you'd be like, what do you mean? This is who I am. Like you can feel that way too. You can think that way about yourself too, but you choose not to. For some of you guys, it could be someone famous, actually. It could be someone famous that is a suitor for you. They're in the public eye for a lot of you guys. And for others of you guys, it's going to take them some time, with the Nine of Pentacles here, some time to really acquire you as their partner. You may be the type of person that likes for them to kind of put some effort before they, because they see you as someone who's quite beautiful on the inside and out. Queen of Cups is usually someone who is referred to as the best representation when it comes to beauty. Because the beauty, once again, this Queen of Cups is coming from the inside out. And very much so, like, I'm not chasing love. Like, I know what I'm worth. And if you want me, come get me. There's someone who wants you, or someone who's going to want you. And once again, I feel like it's going to be a long journey for them to really acquire you. And I think that's just in your nature. Like, you got to make sure that they're worthy. But I do feel like for some of you guys, it's like someone who's in a public eye or some type of celebrity. Because they're showing me the star card as well. This is like, it's always one reading that I'm just like all the readings so far, I wouldn't say has been, it's in the realm of possibility or expectation when it comes to the type of readings that these piles will become. But this is like the one reading where I'm just like, it's a curveball, which I appreciate. Gratitude. And truly, this is the key. This is one of the keys, I guess, or maybe the biggest key when it comes to manifestation. I just feel like people are just going to be like, how did they do it? How did they do it? Or some of them are not going to be surprised. Some of them are going to be like, I knew it. I knew this person would be famous one day. I knew they would be famous one day. I knew they would be marrying somebody rich. Or I knew they would have their own successful business one day. I knew it. The card says you attract more blessings when you appreciate your current blessings. And that's exactly the energy that I felt. Enjoying life how it is and really living life as if all the blessings that you know is coming for you in the future is already here as well, because it keeps you in the state of gratitude. This is also Nine of Pentacles energy. This is also like mini Empress energy as well. Once again, I feel like people would be like, oh, well, this is very childish. Like, can you grow up? But this is actually advanced. Yeah. Because you are grown up spiritually. That's what it comes across. Now we have flower power. The reason why I hate this card is because, Doreen Virtue, she makes a lot of great decks, but it's just some cards, I just be like, why this? Flower power? Are you serious? How corny? But it's it's here to say that, I'm sorry. This also speaks about nature. You know, the Nine of Pentacles and also like the Emperor's card, they're speaking about nature as well. I really feel like you're in tune with the power of nature and magic and energy. You're very much in tune to that. The card says spend time with flowers and flower essences to increase your personal healing power. But for you, I just feel like it's just your own magical capabilities. What you're doing and how you're doing it, how you think and how that way, it's very magical. It's very magician-like as well. You will absolutely get everything that you want out of this life. The lifestyle, the money, the love, the relationship. Even if celebrity, if that's the type of life that you want, high profile, if that's what your type of life that you want, you will get that. And once again, like I said, your powers only get heightened the more you believe it and the more you continue to live by that. Despite what anyone has to say, not that I feel like you care. Interesting. So pile number 4, we do have 2 more cards to get into. One of the cards is going to indicate a timing frame, and the other card is just our normal tea leaf endings. Now, the timing is, we're really going to be focusing on the minor arcana when it comes to timing. And in the event that you get a major arcana, that's there to indicate that there are certain other factors that are fated to happen prior to this breakthrough happening in your life. And it's not, Spirit just can't really put a timing, at least for our understanding, they can't give us a timing. But if it's a minor arcana, that would be when it's likely to happen based on today's current energy. So, the card that we have, Major Arcana. This is number 12. This is Observe. This is the Hangman. So, to be honest, it's up in the air. And it really, this is about perspective, yet again, which is really the key to your power. It's only a matter of time before everything that you say, everything that you believe, actually materializes. So yeah, for a lot of you guys, this could be like the waiting period. This could be a period of suspension before this happens. But once again, this card also indicates that keep viewing life the way that you are currently viewing it, because Spirit is saying that eventually it will reflect that. So unfortunately, Spirit can't give you an exact timing of when this breakthrough will happen, but just know it is happening for you. It is fated to happen for you. And they want you to continue. Some people may even call you crazy. They want you to continue to do this because it's actually helping you. It's helping bring this more and more into fruition. The last card that we have is Wheel. Indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. I love that for you, because once again, that's what this card is giving. This is the rebel. This is, I'm going to do whatever the hell I want and live my life the way that I want, despite what anyone else has to say. So once again, people may think that you're doing, like, you are running your life into the ground when you're actually not. The wheel here also represents that something very significant and very unexpectedly will be happening for you when it comes to this breakthrough, which is why there is no timing for you. It can happen anytime, and it will happen unexpectedly. But this is once again confirmation to continue to live your life in the most rebellious and, it's going to really trigger some people who are so embedded in the status quo and just how life has always been lived, and you're coming in different, fresh, and really new age. It's something that should be followed, and you will absolutely see the results of that type of thinking and perspective. Now, this does not mean do things that may be like detrimental to your health or things like that. Like, I'm not referring to that, but you guys know when it's too far, right? But overall, keep having this rebellious way of living your life and thinking, and really this belief that everything that I want will come to me. I don't have to chase for it, because that's really the key, one of the keys to manifestation. So, pile number 4, I love this reading, and I hope you did too. If you feel so inclined, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But other than that, I will catch you guys next time. Bye.